good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever part of the day this video chooses to reach you. I hope you realize that you're blessed. I hope you realize that somebody didn't get to see this day and you got to see this day so that you are blessed. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, I come to you today because I wanted to give a recap of the Florida amendments that we'll be seeing on our ballot. In previous videos that you guys have seen, I went into in depth on each individual ballot measure, or excuse me, in each individual amendment, explain what a yes vote means, what a no vote means, and just giving some background and just information on the particular amendments themselves. So I wanted to come today to just do a recap of all of those amendments so you guys can look at one video and get an idea of what you got to deal with. And let's go ahead and jump into it. All right. So amendment number one was the amendment that changes school board elections from nonpartisan to partisan beginning in the November of 2026 general election, and for primary elections nominating party candidates for the 2026 election. Now, Amendment 1 basically is trying to make school board elections in the state of Florida a partisan race when it's not a partisan race, and it really shouldn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican when it comes to taking care of these kids. For the GOP and the Republican Party that's always hollering about people indoctrinating kids and people getting, and for a governor that wants to hide behind the guise of giving parents the choice, this it seems like indoctrination at its highest ability. You want to try and steer school boards across the state to be Republican or Democrat, and that's not where we should be muddying those political waters at. All right. Amendment number two. Amendment number two establishes a state constitutional right to hunt and fish. Now, on the surface, it sounds like, hey, why not get the right to hunt and fish? But what they leave out is the word public right. By implementing that word public right into this language, they open the door for big companies to come in and overfish and overhunt our lands. This takes the power away from Florida landowners because by giving this right, you no longer have a right to say who can hunt or fish on your property. So understand, this is not one of those things that sounds as good as it is. And remember, we already have the right to hunt and fish in the state of Florida. All wildlife people, all hunters, fishermen, or people that be in the woods, they already know this information. So that's why the bulk of the Florida population is going to look at this amendment kind of weird because they're like, wait a minute, we already have the right to hunt and fish. What's going on? So this is not about you and me. This is about letting the bigger companies in to make more money and kind of just push out the smaller companies. Amendment number three legalizes recreational marijuana in the state of Florida for those of 21 years and older. I don't think I need to go any deeper into that one. Now, amendment number four provides a state constitutional right to abortion before fetal viability, meaning this solidifies the right for people to have an abortion in the state of Florida up until 5 months. 5 months. Not any wild stuff. 5 months, people. 5 months. And anything past that, your doctor has to literally say that you are in danger. You're gonna die. Don't fall for the clickbait that says, oh, well, some people are gonna say that they have a headache and that's a medical emergency and they want to get an abortion. No, that's not how that works. That is not how that works. And you politicians that are out there saying that should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself for lying to your constituency. Amendment number five provides for an annual inflation adjustment for the value of the homestead property tax exemption. Remember, a lot of these amendments are going to sound good on the surface, but when you really look into the details of this stuff, it's not for us. It is not for us. We have Republicans in our state legislature that are playing games with our livelihoods, that are playing games with our lives. Why? Because they get paid big bucks from big corporations, big businesses. This bill, while it sounds like it's going to save the average taxpayer some money, it only will save you minimal. It won't even say, I won't even say minimal because collectively, the inflation rates will not have that big of an impact on your property tax, on your property values to bring your property taxes down. What this does is collectively take bulks and chunks of money from your local government, because your local government uses those property tax funds to use to pay to benefit your community for the parks. Well, I'm looking around here. You know, some people may look around like, oh my God, this is a little bit unkept. This is the money that your company, that your community uses. This is what they use it for: beautification, parks, roads, infrastructure. If that money's no longer there, your community doesn't have that money anymore to use for the parks, the roads, the infrastructure, the beautification. And Amendment number 6. This was kind of fun. This was fun with me. Repeal a constitutional provision provided for public campaign finance for candidates who agree to spending. What they left out of that is that this is all about Governor Ron DeSantis being able to use your taxpayer dollars to run for re-election. So understand that there is a fund where over $12 million has been used by Governor Ron DeSantis of your taxpayer money to run for election that you didn't give to him. So this amendment takes that ability away from the governor. It doesn't matter if he's Republican or Democrat. The office of governor has always had this ability to use these funds. This is the first one that's used $12 million of your taxpayer money for elections. Now, when we look at our roads, our infrastructure, our housing crisis, you can go down to Miami right now. South Beach used to be the rich people playground. Now it's bums everywhere you look. It's shuttered businesses everywhere you look. Small business owners are catching hell left and right. And our governor spent $12 million on the election of your money that you didn't give them. So what we got to say? What are you going to do? Vote. That's what we're going to do. So I wanted to come to you guys today. That's all the amendments that'll be on the ballot for this 2024 election. So please remember, get out to vote. I really don't care who you vote for: Republican, Democrat, Independent, Green Party, White Party, Red Party, Blue Party. I don't care. I just want you to be an informed voter and go out there and vote to the best of your knowledge. Go out there and vote for the best to the best of your interest, because some of you guys vote for things that are not in your interest. So please be an informed voter and vote towards your interests. Peace. Love you guys.